Let's talk about the IELTS reading test. You know that one section that just makes your stomach drop? Yeah, I'm talking about matching headings. If you've ever stared at that list of options and they all just blur together, this is for you. We are going to break it all down and give you a strategy to absolutely conquer it.
You turn the page, and there it is. A big block of text and a long list of headings. Your eyes dart between the two, and you just think, they all sound kind of the same. That little bit of panic starts to creep in, right?
Well, first off, I want you to know that is a totally normal feeling. In fact, most people find this part the hardest. Matching headings is designed to be tricky, but it's definitely not impossible. And by the end of this, you're going to have a clear, powerful strategy to turn that panic into some serious confidence.
So let's get right into it. We're going to start by really looking at why this task is so hard in the first place. See, once you understand the problem, building a system to solve it becomes so much easier. Now, you might think the key to this is reading faster or knowing more vocabulary, but the real secret, the thing that unlocks this whole section, is actually understanding how a typical academic paragraph is built. Once you see the blueprint, finding the main idea is, well, simple. Okay, so here is the absolute golden rule. Pretty much every paragraph has one specific sentence that does all the heavy lifting. We call it the topic sentence. Its only job is to announce the main idea of that paragraph. And here's the best part. Get this. About 80% of the time, it's the very first sentence you read. That's our target. So what about everything else in the paragraph? You know, all the facts, the numbers, the examples. That's all just supporting detail. Their job is to prove the point made in that topic sentence. A super common mistake is getting distracted by a really interesting example and thinking that's the main idea. Nope. We have to train our brain to look past the details and lock on to that core concept. Oh, and for that other 20% of the time, the topic sentence is often the last sentence, kind of like a summary. So always check the first sentence, but if that doesn't feel right, your next stop should be the very last one. Take a look at this example. This first sentence tells us everything we need to know. Urban pollution is a pressing challenge. The rest of the paragraph is just going to give us reasons or data about why it's a challenge. The main point, the thing you need to match to a heading, is right there in that first sentence. All right, so now that we get the structure, let's build our action plan. This isn't just a few random tips, okay? This is a step-by-step process. If you follow these 5 steps every single time, you'll bring a sense of calm and order to the chaos. Just 5 steps. That's it. It's manageable, it's easy to remember, and trust me, it is incredibly effective. So here's how it works. Step 1. Before you even touch the paragraphs, read all the headings first. This gives you a mental map of all the possible topics. Step 2. Skim the first paragraph, and you're hunting for one thing and one thing only, the main idea, which is probably in that topic sentence. Now, step 3 is a total game changer. Don't go in order. Find the easiest paragraph, the one you're most confident about, and match it first. This builds momentum. Step 4 is so important. Physically cross out the heading you just used. Your list of options gets smaller, which makes the next choice easier. And finally, step 5. Once you're done, take 30 seconds to just review your choices and make sure they all feel right. Okay, we have our strategy, we're feeling good, but we have to remember the people who write these tests are clever. They know what they're doing, and they set little traps designed to make you second guess yourself. Knowing what these traps look like is half the battle. You're going to face 3 main enemies. The first trap is headings that sound really, really similar. The second, and this is a big one, is what I call a distractor heading. It perfectly matches a specific detail in the paragraph, but not the main idea. And the third trap is when you have multiple paragraphs that are all about the same general topic, but each one is looking at it from a slightly different angle. So let's imagine a paragraph that starts off by talking about the benefits of social media, but then it continues with a sentence like this one. Your brain might see the word benefits and immediately start looking for a heading that matches that. But is that the real point of this paragraph? And boom, there's the trap in action. That mention of benefits was just a little introduction, a distraction. The real heart of the paragraph, the main idea, is about the struggles and the challenges. So the benefits of social media is a classic distractor heading. The correct one, the one that captures the true main idea, is challenges facing small businesses online. See the difference?
So why are we spending all this time focusing on one single skill? Simple. Your performance on matching headings has a massive, direct impact on your final reading score. Let's make this real. Imagine a matching headings task with 8 questions. If you can consistently get 5 or 6 of those right, you're looking at a 5.5 band for that task. But if you can just push that to 7 or even all 8 correct, you are solidly in the 6.5 band territory. Every single correct answer makes a huge difference. Look, if you remember only one thing from all of this, please make it this. Your mission is not to find a word that matches. Your mission is to find the heading that best sums up the entire paragraph's main point. Train yourself to look past the shiny details and the interesting examples. Find that topic sentence, and you will absolutely conquer this challenge.